Hey guys, this is Patrick from the 90 Day Video Blog Challenge. Today is day 11, and I am excited to share one big piece of news, and that is this guy, my wager that I would take my action steps for today and not pussy out again, is intact. It's not burned, it's going back in my wallet, and I'm really happy about that. So, a little story from today. Again, if you missed the last video, the challenge for today was to basically get out of my head and quit being a pussy and do the thing I said I'm going to do. So I finally put my money where my mouth was and told my accountability partner that I would burn $100, burn a 10,000 yen note if I didn't go out and one, approach three girls, at least three girls. Two, ask for the number of at least three girls. It didn't matter if I actually got the number or not. The point was asking for it. And this was to kind of get over my approach anxiety, hard case newbie style fears. And so the story of the day, the story of how it went down, was on my lunch break today. So far I've been going out and trying to do one measly approach. And today there were no excuses. I had that 10,000 yen bill in my pocket, clipped into my SSM medallion. So every time I felt like chickening out, I just felt that in my pocket and knew I had to get it done. So went around and I think I made a total of about 8.5 approaches, the half being some girl that really just totally brushed past me and didn't even let me stop her. But whatever. And out of those 8.5, 3 of them stopped to talk to me long enough to ask for directions, and then also ask for their number, see if they wanted to get coffee sometime. None of them were successful, but I couldn't care less that I didn't actually get a number and that all of them had boyfriends or whatever. So it was such a revelation for me today, such a breakthrough, because I noticed so many things in this 1 hour or in this day. So the first thing is kind of reflecting on the whole experience. I can't even really remember I can't really remember what the faces of the girls that kind of brushed me off or just kind of kept walking or whatever didn't give me really any positive feedback. I don't even remember those, really. It's almost like they didn't even exist. So what's interesting about that, and then I remember the ones that actually stopped and were really friendly, and you took some time to talk to me. And what's interesting about that is, so I did like about 8 approaches today. On my previous pace, that would have taken longer than a week, and it really is a numbers game, and I didn't like to think of it that way because it seemed kind of sleazy or whatever, but it really is a numbers game. So if I do 8 approaches and 3 of those are kind of receptive to chatting and receptive to me stopping them in the middle of the day on the street just to say hi and try to get a number, or whatever it is, then why, if you take that statistic, if you take that probability and multiply it up or down, so if I approach only three girls, then maybe one will be receptive. If I approach 30, then that number will increase, and I can increase my chances of having a successful interaction. And it sounds so obvious, but it was something that until today, until this kind of breakthrough moment today, it didn't really click in my head and in my body to the point where I could execute on this kind of a plan. I could execute on an approach knowing that it wasn't really about whether it worked or not, I guess, so to speak. It was about getting a certain number of approaches because statistically I will have better results. So that was an interesting revelation. Um, Second interesting revelation is the girls that did stop and let me talk to them for a minute or two. They were really really nice, really really nice, and some of them were even like I didn't know what to do with the kind of attraction that was going on because I'd never been in that kind of a situation before. This is completely new to me. So, for example, like one girl, I asked her for directions to the station. That was kind of my opening line, and she was super nice. She actually turned around and walked up 2 flights of stairs in the opposite direction of where she was going to kind of show me the way. And then after she showed me the way and I could see where I was going, she still waited and talked to me for a bit after I told her she looked really cute and whatever. So, I mean, the possibility is totally there. And I think just whatever, before today in my head, it just didn't click that there are girls out there that don't mind being stopped by guys randomly in the street and talking to them for a little bit and having this little fun adventure for 5 minutes. So that was pretty cool. And actually, my favorite story was the last one that I got. The last one that I asked for the number, stopped her in the middle of the street and did the same thing, asked for directions, and then tell her act like I'm going away, and then stop, tell her she's cute, and I asked her if she wanted to get coffee sometime, and the first thing she said after she understood what I was saying, she said, "Now?" And I did not know what to do with that. I was totally going for the number, and I was not anticipating having some girl be down to go get coffee right in the moment. And I don't know if she was serious or not, but I totally stumbled over my words at that point. I was like, later, phone number now, please. But it was really interesting because after that interaction, uh, I realized like I could have. There was definitely a possibility there of taking things further, faster, in terms of like doing an Insta date or something like that. And that is kind of the next step of, besides just asking for a number, is kind of really taking this to the next level. So today's progress really opened up a lot of doors for me mentally and emotionally. And on top of that, I'm just so pumped. I got a chance to Skype with my accountability partner today after I got home, and he was super pumped for me too. So I got a lot of energy right now and a lot of motivation, a lot of momentum to keep building on this, and I think it's going to be really great. And I also can see the parallel between this and Freedom Business. And really, once we get this momentum going, it's just going to be boom, boom, boom. Your mind is going to open. You're going to see all these things that Tim and the other instructors have been talking about, and it's all just going to click like the Matrix. I mean, it's already starting to click, but I think once you get that first sale, it's just going to be it's going to be like it was for me today, just this total high, this revelation that holy shit, this is possible. I can't even imagine, I can't even believe that I was kind of living my life before without knowing this other world. So I'm super pumped for that, and yeah, super excited for breakthrough today and overcoming my fear for the day and just reaching kind of a new level of mental ability and mental awareness, and just in general reaching a new level in life, I suppose. So yeah, that's what I wanted to share today. That's it. That'll be it for me. And this is day 10 of the 90 day, day 11 of the 90 day video blog challenge. I'm Patrick. See you guys tomorrow.